Traditionally, the day after Thanksgiving is the beginning of the Christmas shopping season. But at one family-owned business, Christmas is not a season, but a year-long enterprise. Indeed, it's a way of life. Wally Bronner is the focus of our American Dream segment, and Marcia Cipriani has his story.
Where can you go to hear jingle bells in August or see a snowman in the spring? Where in the world can you celebrate Christmas all year long? Here, in Frankenmuth, Michigan's Little Bavaria, at Bronner's Christmas Wonderland. 2 million visitors from 80 countries flood through these doors every year. They come by plane, by car, and by motor coach. For the 50,000 gifts and trims, 800 animated figures, 500 nativity scenes, 250 decorated trees, and the full acre of ornaments, lights, tinsel, and Christmas spirit on display 361 days a year. What started as a tiny sign painting business in the basement of Wally Bronner's family home evolved over 50 years into the world's largest Christmas store. Wally Bronner founded the international attraction and now runs it with his wife and children.
And a good afternoon.
Well, first of all, I have to admit we didn't have a 5-year plan. We simply listened to whatever our customers asked for.
First, they asked for signs, then window displays, then Christmas lights for shopping malls and city streets. Soon, the buyers wanted decorations for their own homes. Meanwhile, Wally Bronner just kept doing what he loved to do.
Really, I never went to work. I started with a hobby, enjoyed it, stuck with it. Because I find out that people that go to work, they eventually have trouble finding time for their hobby, or they may even have to retire from their hobby. So in my case, if I started with a hobby, enjoy it, have 390 people helping me with this hobby, whoever retires from a hobby. I really don't consider it work. Every day has been a joy.
The beginnings were humble.
Well, the business grew gradually, and we sometimes laugh about it now. When we first opened our store, we would turn the lights on if a customer would come in and turn the music on, and then when they'd leave, we'd turn it off again.
Now there are 100,000 lights and a daily electric bill of $650 a day just to keep them twinkling. 12 buyers travel to Europe and the Orient every year, and international customers can buy a Bible in 30 languages or hear Silent Night in 175 tongues. Are you ever surprised at how your company has grown?
I guess the better word would be overwhelmed, because it certainly wasn't in our expectations that it was going to grow to this size. But with the children involved now, it's wonderful to have them all here and work together as a family. That's one of the special blessings, I guess, of having a family business.
3 of their 4 children, along with 2 of the children's spouses, took executive positions here after exploring jobs outside the family business.
We said, you are certainly welcome in the family business, but don't come here unless you're willing to roll up your sleeve and want to do a job. Don't feel you have to come. One by one, they came back after 2 to 9 years and said, we're ready to roll up our sleeve and join the family business. As a family, it's just a real blessing to be able to see your children daily, to also see them be happy, to see them enjoy their work.
Probably the most enjoyable part of it is that you see everybody in a good mood here. It might be 90 degrees and humid outside, and people come in, and before you know it, they're humming jingle bells, if that's what's playing on the speaker system, and they're just in a real positive mood.
And when people step in the doors, it's just very, all the Christmas decorations and so on, and the Christmas music too reminds you of Christmas, I think, and puts you in the Christmas spirit and the Christmas mood, and just, I think it's a very happy and festive atmosphere, and that's what we're trying to create for our customers.
It's a happy business. I think everyone is happy at Christmas, and we get to be happy year-round.
Like all successful entrepreneurs, the Bronners emphasize attention to detail, the right staff, and great customer service.
We like to think they're visiting a #1 store, greeted by a #1 staff who have displayed #1 items in a #1 manner.
We interview a lot of people, and that's probably one of the requirements, that they have to like other people if they want to work here.
We like a person who enjoys serving others, We like a person who's got a radiant personality and a built-in smile.
And I think the most important thing we learned is how important it is to treat customers as if they're guests in our own home.
That's what it's all about, is servicing that guest, servicing that customer properly. And you better love to be with people to do that.
When you visit Bronner's, don't be surprised if you're greeted by Wally Bronner himself, a constant presence in his red sport coat and the trademark sprig of holly on his lapel.
I learned that it's possible to please 9,999 persons out of 10,000, providing you treat them well. So how are you today? Good. Hey, wonderful. Okay.
And maybe that's the secret of the Bronner family's success, that they're right here, a daily presence in their wonderland.
Management by walking around. So you got red slacks here? And so that means we want to be of good assistance to every department, and yet we work through the managers, through the supervisors and assistant supervisors. However, we feel a change needs to be made, then we step in lovingly and make the change.
Is it okay to make a living off of Christmas? This deeply religious family says yes.
No, absolutely. And an example would be if it gets cold out, is it okay to make a living selling down parkas or wool jackets? So we see absolutely nothing wrong with allowing people to better celebrate this very festive and very respected holiday.
We're just providing decorations for a celebration of a special birthday, which is Christ's.
If a servant is worthy of his or her hire, I hope that whatever we're providing is considered proper, and we're thankful for whatever earnings we have.
What is it about the man some call Mr. Christmas?
It takes determination and a will.
He's exactly how he appears to be, a very outgoing person. He never misses a trick.
His love of the business.
It's something that he started and really put his entire life into.
He is a kid at heart, when it comes to Christmas especially.
Find something you love to do. Turn it into a livelihood, then share it with your family and the world. And that's the American dream. Marcia Cipriani, The Small Business Journal.